Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Planet Crafter on the planet Humble. Today what I want is a lot of advancement. As we saw yesterday, there's going to be a lot of melting taking place at 200 MTI, our terraformation index. And as you can see at the top there, we're currently closing in on 114. We are getting there, but I want to speed up the situation. And some of the things we got yesterday were very fortuitous. We were lucky enough to get a multiplier for heat, oxygen, and pressure. So we're going to be able to do a lot of boosting. And we do need to move things along. As you can see, we are now moving towards moss. And we're closing in on 43%. And if you look outside, it is looking kind of green. And this is a healthy green, really. So I'm guessing once we get the moss, we'll start getting other things and then grass. So that's actually really good. So there's a couple of things we can do to get things going. Oh, and by the way, let's just take a quick trip over here. I do have the tier 2 algae collector and I have been making good use out of it. Now what's good about this, instead of 2, we get 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I found myself in need of extra water, so I also invested in this. It was kind of expensive in terms of bioplastic, but I do need the water. The reason I need the water is because of the bacterial sample. That's what it was, bacterial sample. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to make some more here. See, if I go over here and I look at bacterial sample, yeah, that needs 3 water and 3 algae. So let's just make a couple of those. And you can see I have been busy, especially in terms of fertilizer. Oh, and let me just put these guys back in here. So this is my extra algae. Now, I also made 2 more of the flower spreaders. And these are the 400 seeds. I believe I still have 2 or 3 more of those, but I'm thinking that very soon we're going to be unlocking the tier 2 flower spreader. What I'm thinking is I'm going to put an optimizer right there for boosting oxygen. Now, in terms of this over here for boosting pressure, I may have to pick up some of these and move them around because the radius on the tier 1 is not very good. So I may have to pick a spot and put these guys around. But you know, we are actually closing in on the tier 4s, so we might have them in this episode once we get things moving. Now, in terms of heat, yeah, I put a little gap in here so that we can get things going with that. And I have been mass producing the eggplants. At this point, I'm just going to exclusively eat the beans because I really don't need the... Oh, do we have more? Yeah, we have more. All right, let's grab these guys over here. You know, I might be better off just to make the fertilizer, because otherwise, where am I going to be putting all of this? Can I fit any in? I can fit. We'll put 2 here, and we'll make another fertilizer. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I made a couple of rounds of hunting down the sulfur, and I think I need 3 of these. So let's see here. Yep, that's it. All right, we'll put that in there. We are going to need them. We're actually going to need these 2. All right, but for now... All right, I'll put the other one back because I don't want to accidentally eat it. I'm being held back in terms of the eggplant, and I think they're going to have to get their own container, although I can eat that and I can drink that. All right, so what I want to do is I want to boost these values. See, we're up to 115. I want these to move a lot quicker. So the way this works is that the top number is our total. The number underneath is the current rate that it's increasing at. That's what I need to boost. And by the way, we can boost the biomass because I have a new rocket available to me. However, we're going to have to do something first. So if I look over here, I have the plant rocket. Unfortunately, it requires tree bark, but we can do something about that. And I think that should probably be the first thing that we do. See, what I need to do is I need to make the tier 2 biodome. in addition to giving us an enormous amount of oxygen, what it's also going to do is going to give us tree bark. It's going to produce it over time. And if I'm going to launch one of those rockets into space, that's what I'm going to need. So why don't we just do that right now? I need 2 bacterial samples, I need 2 fertilizer, I need a super alloy, and I need sulfur. I also need a lot of power, but that's currently not a problem. I believe I have about 200 available. Yes, and I can make more of the tier 2 nuclear reactors, as you can see. As a matter of fact, I put this over here because I really just don't need to open them right now, because every one of these is going to open up to 5 things. So when I need the super alloy, when I need the aluminum, when I need the iridium, that's when I'll open them up. I mean, it's the reason I never really went back to that cave to clear it out. I just keep it in memory. By the way, speaking of things that I just do not need. Hey, looky what I made. Yeah, and there's one reason for this. And it's gone. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's not here. I got that one, and I got that one. I mean, I just get so much of it that there's just nothing else I can do with it except get rid of it. First thing we're going to do, like I said, we need a super alloy. What else did we need for this guy? All right, but I needed the sulfur. I've made a couple of trips back for sulfur, and I haven't reached the top of the hill yet, so I guess we're doing all right with that. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2. That should do it. And I have just the place for it. Right there. A nice big flat area. So let's throw down the tier 2 biodome, and I want the door facing me. All right, well, just put it there. Oh, and I need a door. Right. Okay, so I actually don't have what I need to make a door, do I? Yeah, I have to make my own door. All right, let's see. Put a door. And it's going to give me the tree bark that I need. So we'll wait for that to happen. But we did just boost the oxygen, didn't we? Now, I actually wrote down the values here before beginning. And the oxygen right now is 4390. It was about 2950, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that, because when we do the multiplication, we're only going to be doing it for these guys over here. Yeah, it really wouldn't work for this, but once we start getting the good trees, we're really going to see oxygen exploding out of control. But you know what? We could also start working on the other things, and I think that's what we're going to do. Why don't we work on the heat? Here's the reason I want heat moving along. Because there is the tier 4 drill. And you can see we're kind of closing in on it. We have we have 29.9 and we need 41. So we can actually get that if we can do some serious boosting over here. So 2300, so let's see what we can do about that. All right, I need the, where is it here? Okay, so I need 2 iron, a cobalt, explosive powder. Yeah, I made a lot of explosive powder, by the way. Okay, well, hold on a second. Let's just get the explosive powder. I need 2 of these. And then I need the uranium, right? Right, there we go. And the last one, was it super alloy that I needed for that? Where is it? No, it's cobalt. I actually have something I can do with it now, can't I? That's amazing. All right, so let's go upstairs, and I'm going to put it right in here. See, it has a radius here, and when you put them down... All right, let's put the heat. Yeah, there you go. See, now it's showing you what it's affecting. So this guy is doing a 500% boost. So we had 2305. Now we have 11,000. Wow, see the number going up? We are about to get the tier 4 drills. Why don't we do oxygen first then? Because that's going to happen really quickly. All right, let's get those same elements again. Yes, I made a lot of this stuff. And I do have the uranium. And I could have more uranium if I wanted to. All right, and then here. I'll take one of these. And I'll take 2 of these. All right, let's go outside. All right, we're going to put it right in between these guys. Okay, where is it here? There it is right there. And yeah, you can see the range right there. The tier 2 one has an enormous range. And it also allows you to put more than one of these in. All right, let's get oxygen going. All right, I think after adding that, it was like 4,300. So now the oxygen is 7,669. Okay, and we got the tier 4 drill. Now here's the question. What do we need to make that? That's expensive in osmium. It's also pretty expensive in super alloy too. I mean, I can do something about that. We can put one down because osmium is going to end up becoming a problem. I can go get more, but I'm thinking we can just put it down, and then what we can do is put these little guys around it. So maybe we'll just plop it on the ground right here, and then we'll put the little ones around it, and then get as much as we can get going. Who knows? Maybe we could probably make 2. Because after all, I do want the pressure going. How's oxygen now? Okay, we are moving much quicker now towards the tier 4 heater. So that's a good thing. We're not going to get that here, but we are going to be getting it. And the thing is, with pressure, I do need the gas extractor because there are things that require methane. Like for instance, if I wanted to do this one here, the next tier fertilizer, there was something else that I needed. Oh yes, now I remember. Yeah, this guy right here. We need zeolite, which I'm hoping that I'm going to be melting away, you know, the path to it. But it also requires methane. So we're going to have to see about that. By the way, I couldn't help but notice I was thirsty. All right, so let's put down the, I needed 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think I needed 3. Now, how much power is that going to need? All right, 45. It's starting to catch up with us, but it shouldn't be a problem. I take that back. It is actually a problem. All right, so I'm going to have to put down another nuclear reactor first, ain't I? Do I have the water on me? I need the water. Matter of fact, I need a lot of water. As a matter of fact, let's go back and get some more of the algae, and we'll get some more of the water. Yes, I keep going over here and grabbing it because I know that I'm going to need it. Okay, that one, that one. How much space? I got plenty. I think that's all of it. Right, all right, let's go over here now. Can I get that? Yep, I'll take all of that, please. Thank you. I think I needed 3 rods. All right, so what do I need here? All right, I have the super alloy, but I'm going to need that for something else. So I need an explosive powder. By the way, why don't we just do this? And we'll throw that in there, and then we'll throw this in here. I'll hold on to the water for now because I'm going to need it. And then I need 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's everything I need for another one? Yes, it is. All right, we'll just hide it with this one. They can chat about new forms of power in the future. Like the fusion reactor, when I can do that. And I do believe I'm going to need to get another of these. There we go. All right, now do I still have everything that I need for this one? Yes, I do. All right, that's going to give me some heat too, but a lot of pressure. 459. These guys are doing 17. I mean, I could just get rid of all of these. They're insignificant. All right, so why don't we just throw it on the ground right here? I mean, this alone is going to boost the pressure a lot. Let's just check that for a moment. So the pressure previously was about a little bit over 2,000, and now it's a bit over 11,000. And we haven't even put the multiple in yet. Yeah, I mean, these guys are insignificant now. So I don't even have to worry about them. But I do want to worry about getting the optimizer working on this as soon as possible. All right, so let's see. What do I need for that again? All right, I need 2 explosive powder. Right, I remember now. So luckily I made a lot of this stuff, didn't I? And I needed, where was it, over here? Not this one. I need 1 of those. I need 2 of those. I think what I'll do is I'll take these guys out and then I'll get to the platform that way. So I'll build the drills over this way. So I should probably put it on the edge. All right, I think that should probably do it because the leg is in there. All right, let's look at it. 459. So if I was to open this up and put a pressure multiplier in there, this is now 2.3. I'm guessing that's going to be 1,000. So obviously we're doing a lot better than we were before. Yeah, this is covering just this. Oh, actually it's reaching over to those as well. So what are you doing now? It's still kind of insignificant. It's 85. You know, the thing about it is that if I get rid of all these guys, the power back would probably be more useful to me. I might be able to make another one of those. It's just at the moment I don't think I need to. So once again, when we started, the pressure was about 2,000. So now 53,000. So yeah, that's going to be moving a lot better now. Oh, and look at the terraformation index at the top. It's starting to fly now, isn't it? Oh, that does remind me. We should have some tree bark. Yep. That means I can work on the plant growth too. See, everything I've done has been for oxygen, heat, pressure, but not really biomass. See, we got a 62 grams per second, not even kilograms. It's so slow. So let's do something about that because I can shoot a rocket into space that will do that for me. All right, now I don't quite remember. I know I needed the bark. I know I need a lerma seed too. What else did I need for this rocket? All right, the engine, obviously, a fertilizer, and 2 superalloy. So we'll just start with that. You know, I got an idea. Considering what I've been doing here, take those. Because I do need to start refilling, don't I? All right, so I think it was 2 superalloy, and then I needed this. And then, do I have a rocket lying around somewhere, don't I? Didn't I just see it? Yeah, right here. All right, I think that was everything that I need. Oh, no, I need lerma seed. Yeah, you need a lot of these, even though they're not really very good for using, just for one-shot uses. For instance, I'm going to lose this one. I'm going to shoot it into space, and it's going to be gone forever. But I wouldn't be able to do that unless I had it. Let's put the tree bark over there. I'm going to have to make a tree cabinet over here too, ain't I? Yeah, I'm remembering all the things I have to have. I have to have something for the bacterial samples, for the fertilizers, and then of course we have to start getting into massive seed production. Lots and lots of different seeds. By the way, I am a little hungry and I'm a little thirsty. And there's no reason for that. Of course, we're going to multiply that now by 1,250. Yeah, that's actually a really nice big boost. At the moment, doing these guys isn't really that useful until I can get more of the tier 4s down. Then I'll worry about it. Oh, by the way, there was an update today and there was some changes and additions and such like that. I didn't pay too much attention to things that were spoilerly because I want to find things for myself. And I do understand that my viewers want to help me say, oh, this is over here. I really don't want to hear any of that. If you're going to help me with something like, oh, you know those drills? If you get on top of them, then you can loot them. Because I found them already. It's just that I didn't know what to do with them. So that kind of help is very appreciated. But telling me where something is, I don't want to know where stuff is. I want to find it. Because I am by my nature an explorer. I like to find things. It makes it more like, whoa, I found this. So I'm hoping that once I do all that melting, then I'll find the things I want, you know, like zeolite. I really want to find zeolite. The first 4 is going into oxygen for that vehicle. Anyway, so we're going to shoot this guy into space after we make it. So like I said, we're currently doing 52 grams per second. So yeah, it's going to lean over and it's going to fire at an angle. And by the way, I was mentioning the asteroids. Yeah, the change that I saw with the asteroids, and it's a good one, is that the rubble seems to vanish a lot quicker. So it's always been a frustrating thing that, you know, you get something, but you couldn't reach it because the rubble was there. It does seem to vanish a lot faster now. Right. Now, this isn't going to do any asteroids. It's just going to do a whole bunch of green stuff. Oh, we got the tier 2 flower spreader. Oh, we can do some serious stuff now. Yeah, because we probably just did this. Biomass. Yeah, you see it's going out of control now, as well as plants. So we just opened this one up. Ooh, the tier 2 food grower. You know, I never used that because I didn't think it was useful. What I like is the farms. The farms are a good one. Okay, we'll take a look at that and see if we can make that. First things first, what did we do here? Okay, we're now doing about 780 grams per second. So we're coming up on a kilogram, but that's just taking off like mad. And so is that down there. We're doing a lot of progress. And of course, now we might be able to boost oxygen even more. So let's take a look at, where is it here now? This guy here. Can I do this? I can do that. Yes, I can definitely do that. It's a lot of the energy, but I think we can just throw that right into the optimizer's range, and we can get that going. All right, so this is going to be good. We'll get even more oxygen going. I think I needed 2 of these. Yeah, I need a lot of eggplants. Speaking of which, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll grab these 2. But what I want to do is I want to make some more of the fertilizer. All right, can I make 3? Probably not a bad idea to make 3. All right, put that back. I need this for the bioplastic. At this point, I'm just going to eat the squash. I'm going to live on the beans because obviously they take the same amount of time to make and they're a lot better in terms of food. So that's just the way that's going to go from here on. All right, I think that's good. So let's go down here. I need 1 sulfur for each. I think I have 1 too many. Let's just put this one back in here. There we go. Boom. All right, so I'm making 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what I'm going to need is, you know, I could probably go out and get the 9. That'd be the simplest thing to do because that's exactly what I need. Yeah, get the tier 2 down as quickly as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can make 3 of the fertilizers. There we go. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Right, so I have a bunch of them now. All right, so what else did I need for this one here? Water, we have the water. I have everything I need. I don't have a seed. So let's get a seed. And I still have 400s. That's the best we've seen so far. All right, so how are we doing right now with oxygen? Right, that was the 7,669. I have a feeling that that's about to go up. So we'll put it right here so it can use this optimizer. And boom. And then, of course, we need to put that in. So this guy is doing, where is it? 2.93. I'm guessing that's 1,000 in there. So it was 7669, and it is now 10,162. So that was a nice little boost right there. I'll have to be making more of those. They are a little bit on the expensive side. The fertilizer, as long as I keep making it. I mean, the water is the one that's kind of annoying to a degree. But I mean, I can make some of those. And I do have another one of those 400 ones down here. I have some 300s. I'm pretty sure I have some 350s. Yeah, I have a couple of 350s too. It's just really the 400s as well. Those are the ones that are really going to help. And how's that index going? We are at 173 MTI. We started off with, it was 114 and it wasn't moving. Well, it is certainly moving now. We got some big gains over here. Everything just flying out of control, including the biomass, because we just did add plants to it as well. See, when we added this one, see this one here, in terms of plant growth, is 9.2 grams per second. This guy over here is 43.5 grams per second. And of course, it's fully grown. Yeah, they're all doing the same flower, so it kind of looks samey. We need to get better seeds. So hopefully we'll be finding some of them fairly soon. Well, how's this going over here? I mean, we could probably make another of the drills. That way we can boost pressure even more, because I think pressure... Yeah, I think pressure is holding up the gas. Yeah, but it is moving pretty quickly now. And then we have this. Yeah, there's not a lot left over here. There is a bunch left up here, of course. Like the biomass screen, we'll get that when we hit 200. And the seed spreader, that's going to help. Yeah, this is the one that I really want over here. Because that way I can make the information rocket. That's really what I want. And then we get into the tree spreaders over here, don't we? Yeah, I'm guessing the first tree spreader is probably over there. Yep, there it is right there. So that's going to be 45T. That's going to be a while. I never make this one. I just don't think it's necessary. Eventually we get the farm, and I like the farm a lot more. It creates a lot of things, and it does things too. So I never really make the one. I think it just speeds it up. And considering it is a lot more energy, I just never found it useful. And of course, bees. Yeah, we're going to need bees, but bees are a while off. Yeah, I do believe we need those for the farm. That does remind me. Water! I need water. Boom. And we'll just grab all of that and drink one of them down. Yeah, I mean, let's see if we can make another one of these guys. The more progress we can get, the better. And I really do need to get to this. And we're making really good progress now with the oxygen. So we're going to be able to make the tier 4 heaters. That's going to boost this to get us to the nuclear fusion generator. Yeah, I have two of these that we got lucky to find. So it's going to be a while, because I think you need like 8 of them or something for that. So yeah, I mean, that's a lot of power. It's like thousands or something like that. But yeah, it's going to be a while before we can do that. All right, now let me see. Can I spare 3 more of these? And then I would need 2 more super alloy. And that's exactly what I got. All right, so pressure is 53,348. Yeah, I might want to just take these guys apart, because they're using more energy than they're actually useful for. All right, let's throw this down. All right, so move it over here. Here, rotate it like that. I'm going to get as close as possible, because I want to be able to put more in here. All right, are you covering that? Yep, you're covering it. So 53,000 and change just turned into 97,888. So that's going to definitely push pressure along. How is... Wow! Do you see it flying? We're going to get 200. There's going to be a whole lot of melting going on really soon. So guess what we're going to be doing in the next episode. You got it. We're going to be going and checking out everything that's melted. We're going to be checking out that area we were at yesterday. And of course, we're going to be going back to the ice cave to see what's been exposed over there. I haven't seen any ice that was more than the 200. So it should be interesting. Maybe there's stuff deeper in, but we do need to identify that and find out what actual terraformation index we need to be able to do that. And we have 200. And I think we just got the biomass screen. What do I need for the biomass screen? I think that's a big one, isn't it? Iron, silicon, aluminum. That is not a problem. Nope. That is definitely not a problem. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I could put it on this wall. Yes, we can put it right there. There we go. All right, so this is showing us plants. We don't have insects. We don't have animals. But this is the biomass index that we currently have, which is the same one that's over here. We're just going to be able to break it down a little bit easier. So it's going to be a while before we have insects. We need to have larvae on the ground. And how are we doing here? Oh, we are in the moss stage, and we're working towards flora. Boy, that sped up a lot. And you can actually see it increasing too. So I will be doing what I can to continue boosting. Maybe I can get some more of those big drills down. And eventually, we are going to get the tier 4 heater. Yeah, we're closing in on that pretty quickly now, aren't we? We got 57, and it's actually 63. So chances are my heating will be moving outside by the next time we get together. And then, like I said, we are going to go exploring and seeing everything that has melted and everything that we can get. And guess what I just got? I got the gas extractor. Now if I can only get some zeolite, we can get into that ship. You know, I don't mind being delayed getting in there. There's a reason for that. When I was over here, I noticed like, oh, wait a minute, there's still a box there. I should just clear the box away. Here's the thing. It turns out I never opened this. So I was a little surprised when I opened it and I saw this. And I'm like, oh, I must never have opened that. See, this is what happens to the boxes over time. The fact that they are delaying me getting into the ship up there with all the blue boxes in it means that the progression is just going to fill them with very good stuff. And yeah, we're going to take a look at that ship, by the way. And boom. Okay, vehicle lights 2. Let me guess, it requires zeolite. I just got to look. Because I would consider that to be so funny if it actually did need zeolite. I don't think so, but it would be funny. Where's the light? There it is right there. Solar quartz. Okay, at least that one makes sense. You know, the solar quartz, that one makes sense. Because I do believe that your tier 3 light also requires them too. See, I have the tier 2 torch, and it's pretty good. But I do believe that the tier 3 requires the solar quartz. But that's going to be a while, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I think that's going to be it for now. So we stuck around the camp today, and we worked on progress. And you can see that that number at the top is just exploding now. 230. Yeah, remember when we started, it was like 114. Yeah, that's going up really quickly now. We're going to get some very nice unlocks. And like I said, what we're going to do in the next episode, we're going to go check out what melted away and what's behind it. But for now, that's going to be it. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.